Hey, we're back for another Pivot and Pitch video, formerly Chamber Chat. This is an opportunity for our businesses to share with us how they've pivoted during this time, as well as changes that they look to make in the future, moving forward under the new normal. And of course, share a success story to help inspire us all. Today, we have the pleasure of being joined by Jennifer Tinsley of FIELD Botanicals. FIELD Botanicals is located in Downtown Augusta. Welcome, Jennifer, and thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Blair. I appreciate you having me on here, and yeah, hopefully we'll shed some light on some of the changes we made.
Your store looks great, by the way. So share with us how you have changed and the pivots that you've had to make during this pandemic.
Well, first of all, I'm so tired of the word pivot because I feel like I'm pivoting so much, my head's spinning, and a lot of us are like that. Being an indie beauty store, I work with really small brands who can quickly pivot themselves because they're not burdened with a corporate structure. So initially, when we had to close the store, we brought on some hand sanitizers and cleaning supplies and things like that, masks and like cleaning wipes. I mean, if you remember, it seems kind of strange now because we can get these things pretty readily available now, but initially you couldn't buy hand sanitizer or cleaning supplies. So we looked at what was needed, and we reached out to our brands, and we quickly brought those items in the store and provided them for sale for curbside pickup. So that was one way that because people weren't buying beauty products, they weren't buying anything, but it was somewhat of a panic mode. So we stocked the essential items. We were considered essential because we already sell hand soap and lotions and things like that people were buying. So we just kind of added some products that we don't normally carry. We're weeding those out now because they're readily available, but at the time when they weren't, we really wanted to provide those to customers. We also, I have 3 products that I make, and we have a website for those, but we didn't have a website for the entire store. We have like 60 plus brands, indie brands in the store. And my view on that used to be, well, I want customers to experience in the store. I want them to come here and, you basically get a skincare consultation when you come into the store. But if people can't come in the store, they don't get that. So within 2 days, I didn't sleep for 2 days, and I made a website and put all the products on, just kind of moved them on. And so we're slowly kind of building out that website still to add more information and just to make it a lot more palatable. But the initial response was just to create a secure website where people could order and pick up curbside. And being that we're on 12th Street, we're not directly on Broad Street downtown. We're located right behind Farmhouse. So 12th Street, as you know, is a one-way now, but we have a loading zone right in front of our shop. So that was really convenient for curbside pickup. You can do it safely. You don't have to kind of worry about Broad Street traffic or parking. You can just kind of pull up, I run out, it's really easy. And so customers really they really adapted to that very quickly. So that was nice. I, got signage for the sidewalk and everything to indicate the curbside pickup area. So, and we still are doing a lot of curbside pickup for orders, and we'll continue to do that because it's really convenient for people.
Well, that's awesome. It sounds like everything considered, you fared pretty well, especially having that loading dock. And I would imagine many of the things that you adapted to, you'll continue into the future. So share with us any changes that you foresee continuing into the new normal, as well as any additional changes or any of the changes that you've made that you'll continue.
Sure. The curbside orders obviously is a big one, and we'll continue that. We were closed for 1 month. So mid-March we closed down, and then 2 months really, mid-June was when we opened up for customers, and then we had an appointments only day. And now we're open our regular hours for walk-ins, curbside pickup. But we did, I do like fulfillment in the back. So we had like a smaller shop footprint. I have a large area, and we have a big event space behind the store. But obviously we weren't doing live events. So that kind of turned into a fulfillment space. I expanded the footprint. So the store is really almost twice as big, the store footprint, just to provide area for social distancing. We added more shelving and just kind of reconfigured the space where we have a lot more room, where it's not as cluttered. So that's just kind of, the social distancing changes, and we're going to keep that obviously. What we're going to do with the event space, I don't know. I don't know when we're going to have events, but right now it's kind of walled off into like a fulfillment zone. So that's where, we fulfill orders. So that, and then the testers, we're a beauty store. And to be honest, beauty testers are pretty gross and full of bacteria anyway, but just because the nature of, people trying on things. So all of our testers, I just, threw them away crying because, it was a lot of products. So we threw all the testers away. We're slowly getting testers back, but I've devised a way to help people try out products in a safe way. So, I put the gloves on, sanitize, and provide actual like samples for people if they want to try something. So it's actually working out better because they can take a product home and try it before they buy it, which is a really nice thing to do in case they have a sensitivity to the product or ingredient or something. So that's I'm going to continue that, and that's obviously the safe way to do it rather than have people kind of handle the products themselves. We do scent strips for the perfumes and scents. I just do a paper strip and write down the scent, and they can kind of take that home and kind of live with it a little bit. So it's, it's nice that people get to kind of take a little bit of a product home. Some of the brands are providing prepackaged samples. Most of the brands that I work with can't provide those. So I'm kind of doing that in-house right now. So that's one way that and customers are really they really appreciate that because they like being able to try it out. And they don't have to make a quick decision in the store then.
Yeah, as a consumer, I love a good sample. So I need to come by there and scoop some up from you. So it sounds like a lot of things are going really well for you. And I'm so glad to hear of all that you're doing and continue to do, and commend you for being a small business owner and all that you're having to think about and do during this time. Share a success story, one in particular, of something that, is just unexpected, a great win that's come out of this situation to help inspire us all.
Well, don't get me wrong, it's been tough. I think I'm not going down without a fight. That's just the kind of person I am. So, it was pretty scrappy for a while, trying to figure out what to do. The biggest success story is survival, is that we've maintained a store. We haven't had to close down. I think also coming out of that is what's been nice is that we're getting from the store. Now I'm getting nationwide orders. So, when I didn't have that avenue, that channel of distribution before, now that's opened up. And so, people are kind of viewing, hey, that's a cool store in Augusta, Georgia, and they're buying products from it, just kind of randomly finding it on the internet. I'm not really promoting it or doing any paid advertising for it right now, but that's something that I see can grow now that people are doing a lot more online shopping. And some of it's word of mouth, but I fulfill orders every day. It's why I kind of have to have some space now for a fulfillment center. So that's one positive thing that came out of it is that, I've also launched my own products on some other online channels that have been pretty successful too. So that's been a real positive thing to come out of it.
Well, that's wonderful. And again, we're just so honored to have you as a member and appreciate your continued support and investment with the Chamber as we partner alongside you and watch you continue to grow and thrive and make it through this time. We really appreciate you being with us today. I know you have a store to open, so we're going to let you go, but appreciate it and have a great day.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity. I really appreciate the Chamber's help with small businesses.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.